just get kept it on the background first.
One of the... Look at us. Look at us. That was a year ago. Look how much we've grown. We're adults now.
Okay, hit him!
Okay. Man.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to Titans Tube live stream. First ever live stream ever.
No, not ever.
Oh, okay, but this is
The first
in
of
our live stream
of the
series. This is our first ever live stream in the live stream series that we're gonna do every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Over the course of the off season. So,
or is it 8:35, such as the Insta tonight?
Okay, well this is the first one, so we had a few issues to deal with, but thank you for joining us, all who are here. If you're in the chat, we're gonna answer chat questions at the very end of the show around 8:50, 8:55. We will answer fan questions. Before then, we're going to go over some hot topics. Obviously going to talk about the Titans, going to talk about the Preds, going to talk about some stuff happening in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And then we're also going to talk about, maybe some NBA championship talk, some other sports here and there. So
here and there. Golf, maybe?
Maybe golf. No, not golf.
Maybe
no
next.
Golf, no baseball. So first off, let's get into the Preds. Preds even the series last night.
Yeah.
At 2-2. We want the cup. Hashtag we want the cup. Hashtag stand with us.
We want the cup.
You're on the Preds train, obviously.
I'm rocking that. I'm probably gonna rock the hat at least until the series is over and my hype has settled down a little bit. But man, that game last night. Yeah. Were you able to watch it?
Yeah, I watched the whole game.
Ooh,
it was very exciting. It was an awesome game.
Yeah, that is some playoff hockey for you. Some real high intensity, high speed, hard hitting, super competitive hockey. That was an exciting game to watch. Unfortunately, I watched like the last half of it, like the second half of the second period, and then I did get to watch all of the third period. So you're gonna change some title here, but man, yeah, the home ice advantage thing is absolutely real. It's ridiculous, and it's kind of a huge story now. It's kind of a national national story that everybody's talking about, like, oh man, Nashville and the whole atmosphere that they have going on is incredible. It's great for the NHL, blah, blah, blah. So that's exciting. The scene downtown and on Broadway is just mind-blowing how crazy the city is around Nashville. But that game, man, that was awesome. The Predators are right back in it. I mean, the momentum in hockey is crazy. I mean, you got Preds going to Pittsburgh down 0-2, and now people are kind of like, oh man, are we going to get swept after this incredible run? That would stink.
But not just 0-2, because I was one of those people. We were getting owned.
Yeah.
We were getting owned.
Well, we got owned for small stretches that were absolutely killer. Like, we had played with them, except for that first game, that first period, they ripped off 3 straight goals to go up 3-0. And then we hung tough and built our way back into the game and tied it at 3-3, and then eventually lost it and lost that game. And then in the second game, it was tied 1-1 until the third period.
Stop
and
making excuses.
They just
Stop
ripped
making
off
excuses. Those games are in the past, bro. Let's
I'm
move
just saying.
on.
I'm just saying.
Even the series.
We are playing with this team, except for those lapses, those short few-minute lapses where they did own us.
They owned the first 2 games. We came back, owned the second games, held our home ice.
Held ground.
If you do.
So all we got to do now, we got to take a game in Pittsburgh, at least 1.
Yeah,
maybe 2 if we end up losing game 6.
It's a best of 3 now, with a guaranteed coming back to Nashville this Sunday night,
so
possibly for the Cup if we take Game 5 in Pittsburgh on Thursday night.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What's your prediction then? What's going to happen? Tell me what's going to happen.
It's so hard to predict hockey.
The Preds, man.
It's impossible. Oh, I'm predicting Preds to go all the way because.
Okay. What do you think is going to happen though?
I think, man, I want to go. I want to take it in 6.
You think the Preds are going to win 4 in a row? You think the Preds are going to win 4 in a row after being down 0-2? That's like some.
I'm telling you, man.
Cavalier
I'm
stuff
telling you,
right
man.
there.
That those first 2 games were closer than the scoreboard looked. There was a period of time where they went an entire period without a shot on the goal. We just got the bounces. We got to get the bounces going our way again, and we did that in the 3rd and 4th game. But man, the Predators team, there's these unsung heroes that I have to bring up. First of all, Freddie Gaudreau, who scores his 3rd goal in the final, and he becomes the 2nd player in NHL history to score his first 3 career goals in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So. And the other guy was a player from like 1944, so he's pretty much the only player ever to do that. So these players stepping up, the next man up mentality. There's been 19 Predators players to score a goal in the playoffs. Kind of a different feel than what you see from Pittsburgh and the whole Sidney Crosby superstar kind of lineup that they have going on. So it's a full team effort, and it's hard to game plan against us, and we're just playing incredible hockey right now. The team has turned it on at the right moment, and I can't wait.
We're doing this without Ryan Johansson.
Yeah.
Let's not forget him. Sidney Crosby, honestly, he's still killing it. You just watch him on the ice last night.
He's scary.
He is scary. You can tell when he gets the puck, he's a step above pretty much everyone else.
Yeah, his puck control, his
skate above everyone else.
A skate, I don't know. We gotta brush up on our hockey.
His puck control is phenomenal.
Man, but how about the Pecorine? He stonewalled Crosby a few times on a few breakaways, which I was shocked. Like, I was like, oh my God, they're about to score again. Oh my goodness, here comes Crosby. But no, Pecorine's like, I'm the concrete wall, can't get past me. So Pekka is the cornerstone.
Pecorine was definitely an MVP in the game last night. Anyway, you're saying Preds in 6.
I'm just
You just said Preds in 6. So are you going with it or not, bro? Stand beside what you're going to say, man. So say something, stick with it.
I don't want to like jinx us, though. I don't want to jinx us.
Say something.
All right,
Who do you got?
I'll stick with it. Preds in 6.
Okay, I'm gonna go Preds in 7. I think we're gonna win in Pittsburgh. I would love to see us win in Nashville in Game 6 on Sunday night. I think the town would literally explode.
There'd be
and
fires.
Like people would
right
climb up Bridgestone and rip it down, like they're ripping down the goalpost.
I hope.
But I think Preds are gonna take it in 7. I think everyone keeps the home ice advantage until Game 7 where we win. So Pittsburgh takes 5, Preds take 6, and then we also take Game 7. Okay.
Incredible. One hot take, though. I want to get your thoughts on this, though. This run that the Predators are on, regardless of what happens, win or lose, I think that this run will be remembered just as fondly, if not more, than the Titans Super Bowl run in '99. I think
for sure.
I think it's got that much of an impact, and it's that huge right now in Nashville.
The difference being, one of the differences being is the Titans were brand new into the city. So
Yeah.
people weren't ready. Like, I think we embraced the run to the Super Bowl, but I think we weren't like, we didn't have a history with that team. People have a history with the Preds. Like, we've seen them sucking for years. And now finally, we've started to creep up, and now we're making an incredible run to the Stanley Cup final. So people are really, they have a history. They're starting to form a history with the Preds where there wasn't that history and nostalgia with the Titans when they made it to the Super Bowl in '99. Now, if we make it this year or in the next 5 years, I think the city's going to be super excited for that.
It's weird, because it's kind of backwards, where the Titans made a championship run in their first season, and then the Predators are doing it now in their 17th, 18th season here.
Preds were absolutely horrible for so long, though.
Well, for a few years, they had been making the playoffs pretty consistently, but just never
over the last
winning
5 to 6 years. I'm talking about when they first got here, they were terrible.
I mean, an expansion team's going to take a little while to get off the ground a little bit.
Anyways, that's enough Preds talk.
Okay,
let's move on. We're on a time frame here.
Yeah, we're already like halfway through our time.
Okay, let's move on to Titans news here that we haven't talked about in the offseason. Just a heads up,
but
I know we put out one draft video covering the first round. We already have videos shot for the rest of the rounds. Those will be coming, so we're not going to talk about our draft prospects now. Just talking about some Titans news in the offseason. First off, Matt Cassel hurts his thumb. What the heck, dude?
Come on, dude. Like
out for 6 weeks?
His thumb?
His thumb.
That's a bad look. Like, we needed him to come in and just kind of help the first team offense through the OTAs, kind of get everybody in rhythm while Mariota continues to heal from his leg. And boom, he's down for 6 weeks with a thumb injury. Like that.
Now, I haven't heard.
That's unexpected.
What did he do?
I'm not sure.
Was it during practice or did he
thumb exercise?
Did he
was he
playing thumb wars? Yeah. Was he playing some video games and just?
He was playing some Madden. He was like, "Come on, Cassel, going deep." Oh wait, I can't.
And I don't even know this. I assume it's his right thumb. His right thumb on his throwing hand.
I think so.
Is that true? Okay.
I mean, if it's his left hand, then what? He should still be throwing. But that's disappointing. I think it's an opportunity for Alex Tanney to come in and kind of show his stuff and sling the ball around. Because I don't know, I like Alex Tanney. I think we saw him play in against the Colts in the season finale a couple years ago. I think that was before we got Mariota, the draft before Mariota, and he looked good. He threw a touchdown or two, and he looked solid out there. And he's trick shot Tanney. I think I would be okay if he could battle his way up and be our immediate backup. I think he's a good player, and for a third string quarterback, he's stuck around the Titans for a long time. So I think that tells me that the coaches really like him too.
Well, anyways, we're hoping that Matt Cassel won't have to play at all in the season. So I don't think the injury is that big of a deal. If anything, it gives Tanney some extra reps just in case Mariota goes down and Cassel goes down.
And if Mariota goes down, it doesn't matter. We're not gonna. Our team's going to fall apart if Mariota.
Let's be honest. How many years does Matt Cassel have left as a backup? So we need to start grooming possibly another backup anyway. So that's probably pretty good for Alex Tanney and the Titans.
Colin Kaepernick, anyone?
And Cassel will be fine before the season gets ready. Anyways, in other Titans news, we signed Taywan Taylor. Or Taywan. Have we figured out how to pronounce his name yet?
We have not. I think it's I'm going to call him Taywan until someone says Taywan.
We signed Taywan Taylor, so he's officially Titan. Welcome to the team, bruh.
So the only left unsigned draft pick is now Corey Davis.
Davis, what you doing, man? How much money you want, bro?
Are we? What's going on? No, that's completely normal to not sign a first-round pick at this point. It's totally fine. He'll get signed eventually. But, we've signed everybody now except for Davis. Getting that paperwork done. So that's exciting. I'm excited for Taywan Taylor. But we'll talk about it more in the video.
Davis is still recovering from his ankle injury. Maybe he's waiting on that to sign. Maybe he has to have his ankle to sign papers. Maybe he writes with his foot.
He could.
Maybe I don't know.
You don't find
if anyone out there knows Corey Davis, does he write with his foot? Okay. Anyways, last Titans news: Mariota is progressing. He practiced full 7-on-7 today.
Yeah.
Which
was unexpected.
He's back to full speed.
There was an article. Paul Kaharski wrote an article how it was kind of unscripted. Where's my quotes? Unscripted practice. No one really expected him to come out and throw with the first teamers, but he came out and did that. So that's a positive sign. His fibula is going to be just fine for the season, for sure. So excited about that.
If anything, it's because of the Preds. He's just so pumped up. He's been going to the game with all the offensive linemen, throwing catfish, drinking some Bud. Well, he hasn't been drinking Bud.
He's been a designated driver.
And waves his towel.
He's been a responsible person.
Okay, that's about all for the Titans news as of right now. Moving on to other NFL news, starting with, we haven't discussed this, it happened a few weeks ago, but the NFL owners voted to change the overtime rules
Good.
to shorten overtime from 15 minutes to 10 minutes.
Was that the change we were really begging for, though?
Out of all, okay, well,
Why?
the change
what
I
was
was
the reasoning?
change I was begging for was the which they also changed was they're relaxing the celebration rules, which I think is perfect.
That's a good one.
NFL is no longer going to be the no fun league; it's going to be the
Slightly
sometimes
more
fun league. Yeah,
Slightly more fun league. You can actually look excited and happy when you do good things.
Which I think that was needed.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, let the players have fun. Obviously Antonio Brown shouldn't twerk and hump the air every time he scores a touchdown.
Yeah.
Maybe that still needs to, deserves a flag. But if you want to dance with your teammates and get down,
get jiggy,
get down,
or be
that's
touched.
okay.
Yeah, do more dabs. I don't think that was against the rules. The length of some of the celebrations kind of bother me, honestly. That's kind of petty. But like, do you need like a 30-second routine? Like, just cheer, do your thing, and
sorry
then
about that.
leave.
Well, speaking of length, let's talk about the overtime length, which was shortened to 10 minutes. What do you think about this?
I don't really understand
How do you think it's going to impact the league?
It might lead to more ties, which I don't want. I don't want more ties. If they're going to change overtime rules, I wish they would adapt something more like the college football game, where they just start a team out on the field, just forget about kickoffs, and just let them go. And I would say start them out on the 50, so they have to work to get in field goal range a little bit. And then it's kind of like a back and forth possession kind of deal.
All right, everyone.
That's just me.
I'm going to bring up this argument because everyone, when we talk about NFL rules, I feel like a lot of people, especially since Nashville is predominantly University of Tennessee fans when it comes to football, so big college football talent. Even though we don't have a college,
there's a lot of Andy fans,
but they're always like,
yeah.
well, NFL should adapt the college rules. Both team gets the ball. Maybe no one's saying 35. They're like midfield at least, but still, so many records are going to get broken. I feel like NFL teams are just too good. You give them the ball at the 50, and they're going to score like every time, at least a field goal. Scores are going to get ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're going to be getting into like 5 or 6 overtimes. So I don't think that would work. And then records would be broken. People racking up like 8 rushing touchdowns in one game, possibly, or something crazy like that. So
I guess scoring there probably a lot of overtimes going on if you had 2 unstoppable offenses going against each other, especially. But yeah, I don't get the point of the 10 minutes instead of 15 minutes. Like, what are they going for? Are they hoping for like less injuries for some weird reason?
It's probably because Richard Sherman was always complaining about how players got injured.
Yeah, I don't know what that solves or fixes or what problem they were trying to resolve by shortening it by 5 minutes. All I can see is there's probably going to be more ties, if anything.
I think there will be more ties. I feel like there's already kind of been more ties recently, like within the past 7 years than there were in the last 20 before that.
Remember that 6-3 tie with the Seahawks and Arizona?
How do you tie when the score is 6-3?
6-6. Man, I look dumb now.
Yeah, you do.
It's a live stream now, so I can't cut
we can't edit
We're
that
actually
out.
usually this dumb.
No,
the real videos, we just edit it out.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I don't understand it. That's about it.
Is there anyone out there in the comment section that explain what the benefits of a 10-minute overtime is? Well, I mean, we might circle back around to that.
Maybe trying to make it more exciting, but NFL's already the most exciting sport in the world. Come on now.
Yeah.
And come on, with 15 minutes, there's more room for ads, more money for the NFL. I thought Roger Goodell was all about that dough, yo.
I thought, if anything, they
all
would
about
add
that dough.
Add a fifth quarter to the game.
Okay.
Football.
Let's go on. Jeremy Maclin, released by the Chiefs.
Surprising. I think Jeremy Maclin was surprised too, because he was like, well, he tweeted something about it, and he was like, okay. So I guess it's a business.
They've gotten rid of their
but
number 1 wide receiver, even though he didn't have that good a year last year. I guess they're really banking on Tyreek Hill. And they got rid of Jamal Charles this past offseason. And they traded up to draft Patrick Mahomes. What the heck are the Chiefs doing?
Yeah, what's this offseason they're going for? Maybe they were like, remember that time when we threw 0 touchdowns to wide receivers that one season? We should go back to that. Let's get rid of the best receiver we've had in many years. And Jeremy Maclin, that'll do us some good. I don't get it. Jeremy Maclin is the only receiver to have a 1,000-yard season from Alex Smith. I'm pretty sure that's a fact. And they just got rid of him.
We can't double check the facts, and someone fact
I'm pretty
check us
positive.
in
Unless
the chat.
Who else has been a notorious wide receiver for the Chiefs? Dwayne Bowe had a couple good years, but that was before Alex Smith, I think. So
I mean,
I don't know.
They're banking on
Tyreek
Hill and blanking tight end.
That's a good.
What's the tight end's name?
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. And Patrick Mahomes. That's who's gonna lead that team.
Chiefs going for sneaky rebuild. Kevin Chapman said maybe it's the health concern of Jeremy Maclin. That's a good point. He had injury problems, but he's still
slightly getting old.
Yeah, I guess, but he's a veteran presence. I don't know. I don't know.
In other news, Jets announced that they're either going to release or trade Eric Decker. So they got rid of Brandon Marshall, getting rid of Eric Decker. They're doing the same thing.
Short-lived are the days of Fitzpatrick throwing up TDs and huge yardage to Decker and Marshall.
I remember it was like game 3 or 4 last year when the Jets played the Bills on either like Monday night or something. Torched them. You had Eric Decker going for over 100 yards. You had Brandon Marshall going for over 100 yards. You had their third wide receiver. I'm blanking on the name.
I'm not sure.
Anunwa? Yeah. Quincy Anunwa? Yeah, all 3 of those guys almost had over 100 yards, multiple touchdowns. Fitzpatrick was looking like, the answer for the Jets, but that's just Fitzpatrick. One day he looks at the answer, next he doesn't.
He fumbles away
the season. But now, Jets are just in free fall, rebuild mode.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know what they're doing either.
I mean,
they've lost Eric Decker, Brandon Marshall, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't consider Ryan Fitzpatrick a heavy loss. Taking into
he's
consideration
better than
his,
Christian. They lost Geno Smith. Geno Smith is gone too. So they're banking on Christian Hackenberg. And I don't even know who else they got.
Did they
Who cares about the Jets? Why are we talking about the Jets?
A lot of people.
Let's move on.
They don't watch this channel, so it doesn't matter.
Last news of NFL: Mike Williams is going to miss the rest of the offseason.
Yeah,
Mike freaking Williams,
your boy. What if we had drafted him and then he was missing the offseason?
Well, so I guess that's good.
So as long as Corey Davis's ankle doesn't flare up, we win the receiver pick.
J-Rob knew something about.
He's
Mike
like,
Williams.
I know about that hurt disc in your back.
Maybe he can see the future. Bryce Petty, that's it. That's enough Jets talk. Thank you, Spike 141 for correcting me. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Anything else about the other NFL news?
I don't know. I feel like we might be missing something.
We're probably missing something. We just hit a few quick points that have come out recently.
Probably some arrests. Probably some guys getting in trouble, like always.
Okay, let's move on to the fun stuff. Not football. NBA Finals.
Not football.
The NBA
Is
Finals.
that fun now, though? I mean, is that really fun stuff?
Warriors up 2-0.
What's going on in the finals?
Putting it to the Cavs. Man, and I'm just gonna be honest. I'm a big LeBron fan and Kyrie, and I like the Cavs, and I'm rooting for the Cavs. But this Warriors team is looking like the best team I've ever witnessed play basketball.
They can have 3-4 superstars have bad games and still win because they have 3-4 other superstars, it feels like.
I mean, at any moment, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, or Klay Thompson can go off for 50-plus points in any night. And then you have, besides them, Draymond Green, who was possibly going to win the Finals MVP last year, had they won. And then Andre Iguodala, who's the Finals MVP the year before, coming off the bench. I mean, how? I heard
so deep. The depth is retarded. In the
game the other night, I heard it's the first team ever to have 2 MVPs under the age of 30 on the team. Like, they could keep this going for a few years to come. Like, it's just, I'm sorry, I think LeBron's the greatest player right now on the planet. Definitely most dominant, but he's coming up against, like, the ultimate, like a video game team.
Like a historic team.
Yeah, historic.
Like, this Warriors team could probably beat any team in history. Any great team in history. You think the Bulls, the Celtics, or Lakers back in the 80s in their heydays. Like, they're so unstoppable. They're so stacked. The NBA has parity problems, obviously. And there's parity within the 2 Goliaths of the NBA, too, because the 2 Goliaths of the NBA, that series is starting to look lopsided now as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What do you do?
Who
is
did
the
this?
NBA broke?
Adam Silver,
it's broken.
who led to these super teams forming over the past decade?
Paul Pierce,
yes,
Ray Allen,
and Kevin G.
Kevin
But
Garnett.
It had to be something with the structure of how they, the salary cap and stuff, to where people could sign on multiple superstars. I love Kevin Durant. If they keep going like this, I think
I like him as a player.
I think he'll win Finals MVP. Man. I don't respect his decision even more now. It looks like he totally just jumped train to get an easy championship.
Yeah, it's not going to look earned to me to see him hoisting up the NBA Finals trophy. Like, yay, I won this championship, bro. You just hop trains to the team that beat you last year in the playoffs. That are breaking records every year now.
Yeah, I feel so sorry for LeBron, man. He's doing all he can, and it's not even close to enough.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, it's not even getting close.
Like, who would they...
It's not even like a drop in the ocean.
Like, they need to go out and sign Kawhi Leonard now to compete. They need to get Kawhi Leonard and Russell Westbrook. And then
anyways,
maybe they can compete.
What's your prediction for the rest of the series? Going back to Cleveland.
I'll give them a... I'll be nice. I'll give them a game. I'll say Warriors in 5.
So if you give them a game, that means that at one point it'll be 3-1, and everyone knows what happened last year in the finals. Cavs came back from down 3-1.
Repeat.
I think that LeBron is just trying to top himself. So their Warriors are going to take the next game, game 3. They're going to be down 3-0, and then they're going to come back and win 4-3, game 7.
If LeBron does that, just like put him at the top. If he somehow beats this Warriors team, like it's done.
If he even beats
he could retire and go out in the sunset and probably be considered the best ever.
Even if the Warriors just fall apart somehow, like KD gets injured or something, I don't know, whatever happens, and the Cavs like win the next 4 and win it in 6. LeBron, he just needs to retire because he just beat the greatest team in history, basically.
Yeah. But we'll see. I mean. Yeah, I've seen some comments. NHL playoffs more exciting, which is true. I mean, did you see Charles Barkley during the intermissions? That was really funny to see him on there. He was in Nashville for the game and he was loving it. He was eating it up. That's cool. That was cool to see.
Speaking of eating it up, Carrie Underwood was on for the first intermission.
I didn't see that.
Well, you missed out. You missed out, man.
Was she pretty good looking? I heard she's good looking.
I don't know. I hope Mike Fisher ain't watching this, but she's pretty good looking. She's pretty good looking. Anyways, anything else you want to say about the NBA Finals or any topics we didn't cover?
I don't know. I mean,
all right, that's it. We're gonna go.
Barkley was drunk.
Those are our topics for this stream. So in the next 5 to 7 minutes, we're gonna answer some questions from you guys in the chat. Whatever you want to talk about, ask us about NBA Finals or NFL or the Titans or Marcus Mariota. We'll just start picking out questions randomly and answer them for the next 5 to 7 minutes to close the show.
Or suggestions of this show and how we should structure it and what you guys think we should talk about in the future.
No, that stuff is boring. Okay, Evan Gunter says, what do you think a national NBA team would be called?
Oh, man.
I think it would be really corny.
What are we known for?
Hot chicken and hot chicken.
The Nashville
like the Nashville
Sounds.
chicken wings.
That already exists, though. The Nashville chicken wings. The Nashville country.
The Nashville music notes. I don't think Nashville's
music notes.
I don't think
it's so intimidating.
I don't think Nashville's going to get an NBA team with Memphis having one.
No.
I think if anything, we poach Memphis' team.
And since we already have the Preds in Nashville and NBA and NHL play the seasons at the same time, that would be a lot to handle for Nashville as a city.
Nashville is now the biggest city in Tennessee. Did you know that?
We beat Memphis?
We are now ahead of Memphis. So I think it's only a matter of time before we get an expansion team or some team.
I think we get a baseball team before an NBA team.
No one wants baseball. Everyone's obsessed with the sounds. Come on, we just built a new sound stadium.
Everyone's upset. Well, yeah, but I don't know.
I would love to see an NBA team here, though, because I love NBA basketball. So,
yeah. But it wouldn't matter because the Warriors would beat us. And it'd be cool, though. It'd be convenient. I would go to games because, I would like to see some stars. LeBron coming to Nashville in town to play a game. That'd be sweet.
That would be sweet.
But I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
Okay, what do you think about Hank Williams Jr. doing Monday night? He's back on.
I don't think he was
very
very popular, and that's why they got
who did
somebody
that
else
last year. Carrie Underwood's still doing Sunday night. Oh, Sunday night. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot how that goes.
Who did the Monday night song last year?
Waiting all day for Sunday night. No, that's Sunday night.
That's Sunday night still. Good try.
Bum,
bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum,
yeah. Anyway, Hank Williams. Yeah, sure. He can do that Monday night song. I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. Cool. I don't care about the Monday night song. I care about the Monday night matchups, a.k.a. Titans versus Colts, baby. Let's go. Monday night.
We're going to whoop that
It is a Monday night game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
At home.
I was like...
expansion soccer team in Nashville would be a good idea. I don't watch a lot of soccer, but I do know a lot of people do watch soccer. A lot of people in Nashville watch soccer. I think it would be a popular thing. I think Nashville would get on board with a soccer team if we got one.
I do too. I do think we would get definitely an NBA team first, or an NBA team or an MLB team before a soccer team.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, it's hard for me to see.
No, they could play in LP. I mean, they could play in Nissan Stadium. We even have to build them a new stadium. They could.
Do the soccer team?
Yeah, the soccer team.
Yeah.
For at least
what
a
was
few
I saying?
years.
I was saying I don't see an NBA team coming before a soccer team or a baseball team. Just because you got Memphis, you also have the Hawks, and North Carolina has a team. I don't know. That's like a lot of teams in the Southeast. I don't know. I don't think it would do as well. I think Memphis is the right place to have an NBA team in Tennessee.
Okay. Why have we get back to the NBA? I thought we were talking about soccer. Anyways, what expectation for Corey Davis in year one? What kind of numbers can he put up? Honestly, with our offense and with how we established the run last year, I think he's going to get a lot of favorable matchups.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some single coverage. So I think he goes for over 1,000 yards.
You think? Nice.
Pending if he stays healthy.
Yeah, I think
Rashard Matthews almost went over 1,000 yards. And now
true.
we have Rashard Matthews, Corey Davis, Taywan Taylor,
and,
Delaney Walker,
all
Johnny
signs,
Smith. Look at that offense.
And all signs are pointing to our offense kind of becoming more open for Mariota to throw. We're going to be more of a passing offense, it looks like. We have weapons for him. So I think, I think that's true. But we do have a lot of weapons to spread the ball around. I'm thinking maybe like 800 yards, 6 touchdowns or something. His rookie year would be nice. That'd be fine with me if he got that. But I could definitely see 1,000 yards from him.
Definitely. Okay, how do you guys feel about Watson going to the Texans?
Man, I was pretty upset, honestly, to see that.
Yeah, that
thanks Cleveland
completely ruined draft night for me. Why is Cleveland let the Texans
I
out of the freaking Brock Osweiler deal, and then
high.
they traded him, basically gave him Deshaun Watson, another quarterback?
Yeah, I was pretty high on Watson. I thought he was going to be pretty good in the NFL, so I was hoping Houston wouldn't find their potential franchise quarterback. So little worried that Watson is going to put it together and be a good franchise quarterback. And if that happens, Houston will definitely be a team to be reckoned with in the division. So Andrew Luck is the GOAT. William Sanchez.
That's not a question. We said questions only.
Just trying to stab us in the heart here.
Do you guys think the Titans will beat the Colts during Monday Night Football? And if so, will it happen because of the running game or passing game? I think, yes, we're going to beat them.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a pretty awesomely hyped game because we haven't beat the Colts in 11 straight games. Andrew Luck coming to town. We're going to pound him into the ground.
Yeah.
OKC will sit on his face.
Will it be because of the running game or passing game, though? They did get Malik Hooker at safety. Maybe he'll be good. We'll have to run the ball on him.
I ain't scared of no Hooker. Send him to the clubs.
We gotta be able to run on the Colts. For some inexcusable reason, we could not run the ball against them in really either game last year. So if we can do that, we're gonna beat them. We got to be able to run the ball against the Colts.
The Colts just take away what we do well.
Yeah, I remember talking about that.
Expose weaknesses better than any other team we play against. Like, people knew that we were a running team last year, but no one could really stop it. But the Colts could.
They could figure it out.
How? They don't have a good defense.
But I think we just kind of.
It's just in our heads.
Just kind of get scared.
Yeah.
We're like, oh man, there's the Colts. Oh man, look at them. They're the Colts. We can't beat this team. I think they're in our head. I don't like it. I don't like them. All right. What else
okay, I didn't even think about this. Derek Carr versus Mariota, week 1, both coming off the broken fibula. So they both broke their fibula the same day last year, and now they're playing week 1. That's going to be an epic matchup. I think if we take that, it could set the tone for the season. Yeah. Since, I mean, if Derek Carr had stayed healthy last year, I think they were favorites to make it to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. I don't know if they would have beaten the Patriots, but
I think they had a good chance. They were pretty good. That offense was good and clicking.
Like.
I'm hoping Marshawn Lynch takes maybe a couple weeks to get his feet back under him and getting used to NFL speed again. That's just me hoping, and so maybe he's not the Marshawn Lynch that we have watched for so many years that can dominate the beast mode. Marshawn Lynch, I should say. Our run defense was pretty good last year. That might be because we couldn't stop anybody passing it, so they just decided to pass the whole time. But I think our run D can contain Marshawn Lynch in week 1. But yeah, that's going to be an exciting game. Looking forward to week 1.
I like that we're playing Marshawn Lynch in week 1 because I think he's going to need some time to kind of get back in football shape. Yeah, I know he's still in good shape, but he hasn't played football in over a year, and it's just different when you're getting hit in a game.
I mean, he carried the ball a lot
speed of a game, so
in his career, so maybe a year off would actually benefit him more than what we're giving him credit for.
Maybe. I still think he'll be a little rusty.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take like 2 more questions.
Let's keep going. Or we could just breeze through them real quick.
Titans can from PA. I think you mean Titans fan, Matthew McMurray.
You could
Hi,
be can.
Who gets more carries, Muddy or Henry?
Muddy. DeMarco Muddy.
DeMarco Murray or Derrick Henry, and when does Henry take over as main guy? I'm going to be honest. I think that the production is going to be either like almost exactly similar, or that Henry's going to have a little better year this year.
In terms of their production?
In terms of production.
Last year?
I think it's either going to be
I think
similar
Henry will
or
get
that
more
Henry,
yards and more touchdowns than he did last year. But in terms of them carrying it, it's going to be probably about the same. Maybe a 5% difference and less of Murray and 5% more of Henry, maybe a little bit. But I think Murray is still the lead back. He's still the number one, at least for this upcoming year. So I think if Henry's going to take over, it's still going to be another season. He still has at least one more year being in a backup role. In IMO.
Yeah, but Murray is starting to get really close to that, the edge of the abyss where, you hit that block as a running back and you just drop off completely.
Yeah. His tires are running maybe thin on the wear slightly, but hey, I think he's got some more football left. At least one more season of like elite running back level stuff. So
yeah. All right. Last question.
What do we think about Kenny Britt?
Is that the last question?
Let's just what else real quick. Kenny Britt, I always cheer for ex-Titans. I mean, I'm glad he had a good year last year with St. Louis. Thoughts on Taywan Taylor? We'll come out with a video that talks more in depth about Taywan Taylor.
Who do you guys see as our starting corners?
Good question. Obviously, Logan Ryan will start. And I think I've heard LaShawn Sims is running as the number 2 corner right now in practice instead of Adoree', which is interesting. Maybe LaShawn Sims is making strides. But I think eventually Adoree' Jackson will be that number 2 corner. I don't know if it's going to be at the start of the season or as the season progresses. But hopefully LaShawn Sims can be counted on and can be a solid contributor.
I mean, one reason people thought Adoree' was a bad pick because people were saying he wasn't ready to jump into a starting role right out of college. So, maybe it's best case scenario LaShawn Sims actually takes that starting job, progresses a whole lot, gives Adoree' some more time to kind of ease his way in.
I think he'd be a good slot corner. I mean, he's small, he's quick, he could play the slot corner position.
I think eventually he's going to be a starting quarterback for sure.
Yeah. He was an 18th overall pick. If you're picked there, you need to eventually become a starting corner on the outside.
Can't wait to see him in the return game either.
Yeah, very excited.
He's going to be awesome. Okay, I think let's call that it for questions. The guy with the Preds question, we talked about the Preds.
I said Preds in 6. He said Preds in 7.
I said Preds in 7.
Sorry, guys, if I'm autocorrected. No problem, Matthew McMurray.
Anyways,
you're related to DeMarco Murray.
Everyone, thank you for watching the first ever Sports Talk live stream. We're going to be doing it every Tuesday night this offseason, starting at 8:30 p.m. Central, approximately. Standard time. If you have topics you want us to talk about or anything you want us to do, leave it in the comments. I'm sure we will talk about that next time. But and we also have some more non-live videos coming out soon.
Yeah.
But
we do.
Thank you for watching tonight, and thank you for all the questions. We'll be back next Tuesday night, same time, same place, YouTube, Titans Tube channel.
Hopefully, by this time next week, we will have a Stanley Cup in the city.
Yeah! Oh wait, would the Stanley Cup, if it goes to Game 7, what night is that on? Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Would that be Wednesday?
Ooh, I don't know. I know there's now 2 days of rest in between the games from here on out. So they play on Thursday night, then they'll play rest Sunday. So it'd be Sunday night would be a Game 6.
Yes.
Okay, so there could be...
I'm asking for Game 7.
All right. That'd probably be Wednesday.
Okay, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. You guys, take it easy.
Yeah.
Fang fingers.